Hello, everyone. This is Migo Hunter, and today I'm going to record and commentate an Exceed match. First Exceed match in a long time for me. Um, I think what tournament? And joining me today is Rose. Say hi.
Hello, thanks for having me. Yep, this is Just Grasp 1 of Leo's tournament.
Yes,
Um,
yes, and this is round two. Am I right?
I believe so, yes. Winners round 2.
Awesome. And I'm recording a match between Extra and dored. Um, the reason I'm recording this and commentating this is because Extra's my friend. He wanted me to, but it's good content for me at least.
Yep.
It's also
And
fun to watch
Dored,
Exceed matches.
yep. And Dored's a pretty good player, so it should be a interesting one.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, but I haven't seen Dora play, so it should be interesting. Looks like in
Okay.
this recording they've already gotten their characters, I think,
No, I think that coin flip was actually for the draft,
for the
so
draft. Okay, yeah, you're right.
yeah.
You could skip
Okay.
ahead a little bit. Okay, looks like Ex- uh, Extra won the coin flip, or actually Dora won the coin flip. I'm not sure. I can't tell.
Yeah. Me neither, but we'll know when we only really care about their teams. We don't care so much about the draft order, so
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Let's skip ahead a little bit. Looks like Dored picked first, and then Extra picked two. And we can skip ahead. I know Extra's team. Okay, looks like we got the full team here. Extra's team is Ken. He got all the Shotas, Ken, Ryu, and Dan.
yeah, I'm noticing all these bags are the same color, so I'm like mono season team, but that explains it.
Yep, they're all season three. And then Dored is going Sagat, Beheaded, Axel, I'm pretty sure. So some variety there.
Interesting. Yep. Two zoners, really. Well, Sagat is kind of funky. Um, wouldn't you call Sagat a zoner?
Um, he's a zoner if he gets low tiger shot.
Fair
He really
enough.
depends on low tiger shot and low tiger shot only to do pull the weight when he zones.
Yep. Luckily, he has pretty good melee as well.
Yeah,
Kind of
his melee is
privileged
fine.
character.
Oh, by the way, if your frames are if you see some frame skipping, I think that's just a recording because I'm getting it too.
Uh, Fair enough.
Yeah, but should be fine.
Okay, and we are off to the first match, which is Ken versus Sagat.
Yeah, we see. Looks like he's mauling away both his grasp and Shinryuken.
Probably makes sense. You want to get those Shinryuken later, and
Yeah, you definitely don't need it now. Yeah, makes sense. I think grasp isn't really doing much either, unless you want fierce. Okay.
wow, normal sand.
Yeah, it do be like that sometimes. Turn one, he decides to just can walk forward.
Yep. Gets him out of the danger zone for like tiger shot, low tiger shot. So
Yeah,
Ken
he
is a little weak at range 3 generally.
yeah. Ken's rage tree kind of sucks. He just has to hold the mix up if Sagat initiates something. It looks like okay. You're just boosting whatchamacallit? Spite. There we go.
Yep.
Plus one speed hit add to gauge. Makes sense here. Um Interesting. We see a parry come out. I think a parry is not a bad idea. Question is what does he want to parry? I think he
Hmm.
called can't tell.
Yeah, we'll find out. This is kind of interesting though. It's staying at range 3 against Sagat with speed boosted. You
Yeah,
can presumably do like a speed 5 spike or something, which is pretty scary. So maybe that was just the parry. Get that out of there. Feel like you can deal with anything else. The dive is still a threat, but you do have 2 blocks in hand, so maybe you're just planning to block it.
yeah. Probably parrying spike would make sense there. Um Pretty interesting hand. Double low step kicks.
We'll find out if Dora is the player who values the EX low step kick or not. I remember I've seen some Sagats just like CC it away, but ignore guard's always nice to have.
Yeah, it's baby damage, but sometimes you just stun him. two Tiger Cannons pretty awkward. Uh, Not sure what you'll do with that. I mean, +4 speed, but like
Yep.
I think +4 speed is kind of overkill.
Yeah, a lot of the time.
It's
I'm
not like
never
Sagat has
sure.
ways to abuse it other than well, he does have low step kick to abuse the speed at least. Oh, interesting. Actually, no, he struck with. He struck face down there just now?
I
What
think he
happened?
responded to. I. Sorry, yeah, I didn't catch it. I was assuming Ken was initiating the sweep, but that doesn't make a lot of sense because Sagat hasn't taken any action since the parry. So yeah, I guess that was a FaceTime strike. Just make Ken play that speed 6 assault, speed 5 dive mix up. And Ken
Yeah.
called it right.
Yeah, it looks like he initiated the sweep. He called it out right.
Yeah.
And then Sagat just plays 6 speed assault just to confirm the hit, but Ken wins the trade at least. We
Okay,
see
yeah,
Regan
Ken
come
does
out.
have the reading. This would be pretty free onto that known dive.
Yep, guaranteed.
Good.
He didn't swap away all his normals.
I wonder, wait, what did Sagat do after with the assault? I guess he just prepped. Yeah, kind of greedy. Gets punished for it.
Yeah, I think that was a greedy prep, you know. Okay, see Sagat initiate strike here. Not really. Does he have anything here? I guess he got some new cards. So it's probably
Yeah,
there's no crit either, so you know it's not low step kick. Um,
yep, almost definitely something that he's drawn since we've seen his hand. Uh, hmm. Ken's a little awkward for defending at this range. I wonder if we'll just see a wild swing. We could see the Tatsu call out, but Sagat has a lot of like things that will beat Tatsu that he might be initiating with at range 1.
yeah, it looks like he just wall swung an axe kick that loses to a cross.
Oh, that's unfortunate. You hate to see your axe kicks get wasted.
Yeah.
Okay, and just Ken action gets back in.
Walks forward again. Again, being on a range tree is pretty brave.
Yep. And
Okay.
those Tiger Cannons might actually come into play as Tiger Cannons. Sagat's already got 3 gauge.
Yep. I think he CC'd one Tiger Cannon away. That's what happened. I saw in discard as his Tiger Cannon. So he probably
Mm-hmm.
did a CC, and he still has one in hand, I bet. Nice. Spike beats the sweep.
Yeah. It's like always fun when you are at like a grappler, where you're at a range you don't want to be, so no one expects you to just spike and stay there. Instead, Ken staying at range 3, but gets the 5 damage.
Oh, let's see the +4 speed boosted. Well, he's gonna get teched immediately, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, makes sense. Could also just close in, but you might as well tech it, I think.
Go to range one's also fine.
Yeah, like that's what you would do if you don't have the tech, but if you have the tech, it's just really easy answer. Might as well do it.
Yeah,
Alright.
I
Players
see.
are playing fast.
Yeah, they're playing fast. Yeah, I see Sagat prepped and then Ken just walked forward in response. I don't think dored has used his UA yet, but it makes sense. I mean, Sagat's UA is just a sometimes only thing when
Yeah,
he can
well,
get away from free
actually,
win.
I guess that assault dive. Now that you mention it, that could have just been a face-up speed 6 dive. I wonder why it wasn't.
Yeah, he could have done it. Um, Not sure why. I mean, even face up assault is totally fine if you don't want to get crossed out and just want to confirm the hit. Actually, no, never mind. It was yeah, it would be speed 6. Yeah, speed 6 dive. Oh, okay. Ken tried to beat out a slow
Yeah.
with the defensive dive, but just gets assaulted again. Oh, quick backstep into a strike. Well, I think
Okay,
he's
this.
down both low tiger.
Yeah,
But
we'll find out because this would be the perfect time if he's not. But
yeah, too bad he doesn't have any tiger cannons left. Mm, what is the response here? Both assaults are down for Sagat. I feel like
could
hmm,
also just be a tiger destruction, right? Like say Ken, if you're gonna cross out, I'm fine with that. I'm Sagat, and anything else is gonna be painful for you. But Ken has drawn the next focus if he wants to.
probably
Just
just
call that out.
you can also just block and praise not spike if you don't want to cross outs.
Yep.
That's probably what I would do, but he looks like he wall swung.
Yeah.
Oh, he did get spiked. Okay, good thing he didn't play block then.
Yeah. Very
Most,
spike heavy game, which I appreciate. I'm a spike enjoyer.
yes, I enjoy playing spike as well. And they're both pretty aggressive here. They're just like throwing haymakers at each other. We're gonna see quick attack plus a speed on strike. Interesting. You can just knee bash just to close to range one.
Yeah, I wonder why the speed was tacked on to it. Because Nidash, I think we've seen. Oh, hmm. Yeah, because we've seen spikes come out. This doesn't save it against a dive.
Oh, he doesn't even crit for the close. Yeah. I don't think he need
Just
a
gets the range free hit. Fair
yeah,
enough.
but you didn't really need a plus one speed there in that case. But you just want to
Maybe
scare
to,
him.
to not trade with Tiger Knee, I guess. That's kind of cool.
Hmm. Wait, Tiger Knee is 3 speed, isn't it?
153, yeah. Yeah, so if you're initiating your +1 speed knee bash, you win the speed tie.
Okay, that's relevant then.
Okay,
Okay,
Fierce comes out.
what's
What
the
is
gut
Sagat
trend here?
do in the corner here? Sagat, I guess, does still have like Tiger Knee, Tiger Uppercut, so he does have scary specials at this range.
Yeah.
I don't know if we ever saw those low step kicks go down either. This could be the actually damaging EX low step kick for like
Oh,
5 power. Oh, whoops.
did the thing where he drew the whole deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, boosting Fierce here it makes sense because he just can slam EX cross. Because yeah.
Yeah, that beats just about everything you'd be worried about.
Hmm.
Um, though, then you. Yeah, but it's even your turn, so you could just come back in before Sagat starts taking advantage of the fact you've gone back to range 5.
Exactly. That's why EXs on defense are OP.
Yeah.
I wonder if Sagat will do something. I mean, he doesn't have anything super fast here. Um,
Yeah. That Fierce is good too, because if Sagat was hoping to do something slower, like a Tiger Knee or a Tiger Uppercut, it actually makes it a little scary for him.
yeah, he definitely gets stunned out, which is not good. Oh, okay, just boost massive. All right.
Hmm. So that's telegraphing, I guess, the last grasp? Not really sure what else. I mean, it is just massive, right? It has a bunch of armor and guard.
Yeah,
But I don't think the
just big
range
dumb
is.
stats.
Yeah, don't think the range is super relevant for the strike unless he does have that second grasp.
No, the range dot doesn't. The range won't even help him against cross. So
Yep. Alright.
Ken could. What's the play for Ken here?
Hmm. Maybe it is telegraphing as a second grasp, right? Because if you're Sagat here, wouldn't you be pretty afraid of Axe Kick? And only the second grasp beats it, even with the massive. So,
That's true. Oh, it looks like he's gonna try to go for a reading. Reading to assault, maybe. Yeah, reading to assault.
hmm. Seems a little sad into the massive. Like if he misses the reading, Sagat is going to steal advantage back or just trade really well.
Yeah, it looks like the reading misses, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Wonder.
reading was a bit ambitious, just because, yeah, like you said, if you miss it, it's gonna hurt for you probably.
Yeah. Wonder what was read. You can't really read anything faster than assault, and everything slower. I guess it must have been just like a spike or dive. Hmm.
And you called it. I mean, Sagat had the second grasp, so the extra range didn't matter.
All right. Is he going to be brave enough to just low Tiger Shot here? I don't know how. Ken has used both dives, so I'm not sure what options he has left to get in. I guess he has Ken, so he has the Kendoken, which is like a real threat.
Crit Kendoken, yeah, it's 6 power, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it breaks the Tiger Shot.
That's very important. It looks like Sagat just exceeds for not for the retreat, but just for the UA and draw.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. He has sitting on a lot of gauge, right? And we've seen a lot of ultras go down already, so might as well get some value out of the gauge.
Yeah, or else it's really just sitting there.
And Ken exceeding as well. Makes sense. Get back in, get your better UA. It is sad, as Ken, of course, to not have enough gauge for either of your ultras, which would both be pretty good in this situation with Sagat in the corner. But
Yeah, it's pretty late to get them though. And I guess closing in is pretty important as well. Oh,
Yeah.
the reading, pretty high percentage chance of working. It did work, unfortunately.
Yep. So sweeps the grasp, if I'm reading those cards right.
Yeah, it swept the grasp.
Okay. What are the life totals? That is something that the stream is just not preserving at all.
Ken is at 2 and Sagat's at 14.
Oh, that's painful. Alright. Well, Ken has big red numbers, so there's a chance, but definitely putting it in Sagat's favor, as you do when someone's in one strike territory and the other person is nowhere near.
I think he's boosting True Master, yes. Discarding one of his crosses. Doesn't need
Yep.
both. Well,
The other one got swept.
oh, yeah, I
So
see.
both crosses down. But yeah, who's going to cross out against Sagat at this point, I
Yeah.
guess? Especially
Yeah,
with one down.
it is
Like the
actually kind of
EX was
suicide.
a threat, but with just one, a lot less appealing. Okay, and here's an axe kick. This might be the start of the comeback.
Yeah, I mean, Axe Kick right now is gonna just be dumb guaranteed damage. Good old Ken.
Yeah.
Axe Kick's so good. They gave it to two characters in season 7.
Who's the other one? I think of Bike and I can't think of who else.
Amelia.
Yeah, fair enough.
I would consider Axe Kick. It's one
I
less
feel
damage,
like
but who
I feel
cares?
like it's different enough that I wouldn't call it axe kick, but it is a very similar type of thing, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, another massive out. This is all of Sagat's ultras down, but you know probably doesn't need them. It ends up 2 health. You can just hit with a not ultra, same difference.
Okay, so Ken did Ken action. He closed one, drew one. He's probably gonna strike here with Axe Kick, and
Yeah, absolutely, no reason not to. This is
yeah, it's
just
just no
get some
Zelda
massive out of
massive.
the way. Um, does it stun out a slow? It's a 7 damage axe kick, so it's theoretically like a sweeper focus would still trade with it with the massive in play. But
Yeah, I think Sagat's down a lot though.
oh
Was that enough guard? No, it's not.
no, that's not. I think that must have been a mistake, right? Because
He miscalculated? Probably.
yeah, because like the critical doesn't telegraph really anything else here except the axe kick.
Yeah,
So,
this
and I
was a
think it's
miscalculation.
playing that. Yeah, that's brutal. Okay, that's gonna even up the game a lot. The question is just like, can Sagat like win now before Ken has a chance to strike into him some more?
Pretty big mistake. And yeah, Ken has to block as a response against anything.
Yeah, Ken's hand's pretty awkward for this range, but he draws before he strikes with his UA, right? So if he's desperate, he can do that and get like a little more
Yeah, he draws before he
rushing.
strikes, correct.
Yeah.
Ken's Exceed UA is actually quite good.
Yeah, there's a lot of season 3 characters that have this like I've been playing Cammy recently, right? And she is the same. Like I think if Cammy's altars and Spiral Arrow weren't insane, her Exceed would actually be good. It's just you can't afford it because you need to spend it on other things.
Not to mention Cammy's ultras are amazing too.
Yeah, exactly. Just like season 3 in a nutshell. Great altars, and so you probably don't use your really good Exceed modes even though they're there for a lot of characters.
Hmm. At least it's not like you never exceed with Cammy. Like there's
Yep.
situations where you would, because just like sometimes deck order is deck order. You don't get what you want. Okay, I'll just get a better UA.
Or for Ken, like this game, the Exceed probably made sense, even though he gave up on these silly Ken ultras.
Yeah, and then he's reshuffled, and it pays off because he's got True Master again.
Now he just needs to find another axe kick, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
so God has to find a way to close out the game. A bit both Tiger uppercuts down, both grass. Now it's a little bit awkward. He faces up. What's this? Oh, he's changing cards.
How to remove action, but I feel like change cards makes more sense. It is awkward for Sagat though. He doesn't have any source of ignore armor, so if he suspects that block is in Ken's hand, which he probably does, he knows he has to win 2 strikes to win. Unless he can get like a reading or a parry.
Yeah, block is really good when you need it. I mean, the block guarantees your survival a lot of the time.
Yep. Yeah, definitely big trade-offs, but in these late game situations, having it is so threatening to someone who wants to close out the game and doesn't is running out of gas to do it.
I know I even parry block sometimes when I have the lead just because I don't want to
Yeah,
strike
absolutely.
again. I don't want to have
I
to
learned that from
win multiple
Enchantress because
strikes.
Enchantress has trouble getting the damage and just like parry the block. That's your ignore armor. But the more I play, the more I do it on other people as well.
Yeah. Oh, interesting
Okay,
that Ken
Ken.
spent 3 force to go to range 1. He could have actually just Ken actioned and struck with assault, maybe.
Yeah, into Sagat, that's pretty scary. Like Sagat can cross. I guess he can just cross out, but like if he does, you're in trouble.
Mm.
Um,
Okay, so
yeah,
took no damage from the cross, just blocks. Range 4 again. Oh,
yep.
now he might do the Ken action assault, maybe.
Yeah, now Sagat can't go anywhere with his retreat. Sagat's still at 7 health though, correct? So it is kind of a hard call out that Sagat doesn't trade with it.
Yeah, he's looking at his discard. Looks like Sagat has a focus left in there, so it's still
Mm.
slow to worry about.
Yeah, Ken has reshuffled, so it is a mix-up. Sagat will have to call it right, and eating the assault is a pretty good way for landing the assault is a pretty good way for Ken to then go on to win the game.
Hmm.
But if I were Sagat, I'd be playing to lose to the spike instead of the assault because that guarantees that I at least have a turn to do something.
Correct.
Did
Tough
we see if both
choices.
grasps were down? Because if they are, then I could see how this game ends, right? Just assault into an axe kick or something.
Yes, both grass are down for Sagat.
Maybe Sagat should find time to reshuffle, but it's been pretty. These last couple turns have been pretty important to do things, so I can see why he hasn't.
Yeah, reshuffle timing is really important, Exceed, because it's a really slow tempo action, but sometimes you just need all your shit back.
Yep,
But if the opponent keeps pressuring you, you might not find a comfortable time to reshuffle at all, no matter how much you want to.
yep. Same with the exceed action on some characters. Just like I wish I'd exceeded 2 turns ago, but it's too late now.
Mhm.
All right, thinking about this one for a while, which makes sense since probably comes the game comes down to what happens here.
It's kind of a hard turn. I think Ken still has a block somewhere in this deck.
Yeah, he reshuffled, so he should. I don't think it was caught in Gage.
Yep.
Um, yeah, if we could check how many cards Sagat has in deck, I'd be really tempted by that assault backskick, just like make the gamble they don't have the focus, but Sagat has drawn a lot of cards this game. It's probably pretty likely he has it. So
And his
tough
deck
to
is low enough
call.
that he can just wall swing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
the thing, right? Whenever you play Mix Up and Exceed, you have to play against not only your hand, but also the top of the deck, which is completely random.
Yep. Though
So you kind of
there's
take your
like the
chances.
lower the deck is, the more likely they'll have the answer, right? Like whether wild swing or hand. So
Yep, it's all probability.
yep.
Oh,
Okay,
I think
goes
Ken
to.
decides to step forward and then decide not to strike. Oh, he has the EX Assault.
That's good. Okay, that could call something out. If Sagat tries to end the game here again.
Oh, I think. Oh, I think I got spoiled a bit by Extra. He told me what happens here. Yes, this interaction.
Oh, that's
He got
rough. Okay.
scammed.
Well,
The guy got
yeah.
scammed.
And then presumably Ken knows there's no grasps left and just collects his win.
Yep. Oh, let
Yeah,
me initiate on curve. Should be fine.
Low
Normal
Tiger
shot
Shot's such a
fine.
scary card, right? Like, no, sorry, normal Tiger Shot, because it has the good stats for a fast projectile, but the fact you have to reveal it matters surprisingly often.
Hmm. It does.
And yep, there's the X kick.
Crit
There's
axe
the.
kick is nothing he can do. It's a checkmate.
All right, now the part where I'm spoiled. I've heard there's Dan in this set. I'm
Yes.
excited.
Yeah, your expertise will come in handy here.
Yep, wonder who Dorad's gonna pick into it.
I think I know the matchup, but I won't spoil it. Maybe I
Yep.
could skip ahead a little
And the
bit.
format of this tournament is the winner chooses their character first, and then the loser both counter picks the character and decides who's playing first. So it will be a bit of an uphill battle. Luckily, I think most characters in this game don't care super much about first versus second. I do think this tournament rule set could be pretty funny with like new 13. Bring her out when you lose. Do not bring her out when you win.
Just yeah, I hate zoners in Exceed because they benefit from first person advantage way too much.
Yeah, way more than anyone else, really.
Yeah,
Though new was the most extreme one for sure.
yeah, but even if you're just a zoner that pushes with any kind of fast projectile, there's like nothing you can do. Just hold it. Just hold it, pal. Just nothing you can do.
Yep.
So like new applies, Axel applies, Hilda applies.
Axel's not great because he has to use something pretty low value on turn one if he wants to hit you and not have it be a mix up. Enchantress is a good one. Just free homing orb. You have to hold that no matter who you are.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes they have just really good fireballs too, right? Just on curve, decent damage, and then just have
Yep.
to jazz hands or just eat it.
Yep.
I think it's gonna be Dan. So basically, you said that this Dora get to pick extra's character,
No, extra picks his character, but Dorid gets the
gets
counter
to
pick.
counter pick. Okay, so extra picks his character beforehand, and Dora gets to choose in response.
Yep. Looks like we're not seeing Sagat given he deleted the character card. So, what will we be seeing? Oh, the Axel.
Yep, there we go.
This This is a funny matchup. I might call this Dan favored because if you get in Axel's face before he's exceeded and just start doing Dan things, what's Axel gonna do about it, really?
Yeah.
It's funny. You know I'm the Linné player, right? That one Linné boost minus one speed ignore guard.
Oh, you just
Axel.
you just
Axel.
bodies Axel so badly.
I just walk up to him and grasp. What's he gonna do?
Yeah, just lose the strike, nerd.
Yep. So yeah, I'd put this in Dan's favor, I think, in a vacuum though. Dan has pretty good anti-zoning tools as well. But
Yes, Dan has like Danku. He even has Haugadoken. He has
like
uh
taunt, hit from
like
range at
taunt.
7 if you want to.
Yeah, he actually deals with zoners extremely well.
Yep. So the Axel's interesting. The other choice was Beheaded. I probably would have rather seen that, but I'm rooting for the Dan, so I'll take the Axel.
Yeah, I think Dorad might have counterpicked himself there a little bit, but it's okay. I mean, Axel's a really good character and really
Yeah,
annoying.
Axel is certainly strong. Um, so
But
could
yeah,
still be. Yeah.
it's like Axel like I found that Axel like if he snowballs people, it's just like they can't touch him and he's just always moving and then he kills you from 30
Yep.
to 0. But like if you get
That
the
is
if
zoners in a nutshell, to be fair. But Axel is a strong zoner as well.
yeah,
Right. Like it's every zoner in the game, but some zoners just aren't very good and don't get to do it as often. Axel is good and gets to do it.
he's the zoner of like arguably the best movement in the game. So he's very annoying. But when you get in his face and he's at the back foot, he does feel it because I've also found that when I played Axel as well, it's like he has a bunch of movement and shit and like really annoying stuff, but he has like no stats whatsoever. So
Yep. And his
except for
cards,
range.
like you need to pay 2 gauge for to get like something very similar to that Tiger Uppercut that Sagat got for free. Otherwise, you're defending at close range with like Axle Bomber, which is an okay card to be fair, but Dan is going to have a lot of things that just randomly beat it.
Yeah, it looks like we see turn one Danku beating turn one was it Sickle Flash or what's that Axel move that has 4 fireballs?
Oh yeah, Cycle Flash is the 4 of. Yeah, that's a bit of a matchup thing. You probably should expect Dan to Danku here, so you should have played something that beats it, but
Yeah,
I'd just be less familiar with Dan, of course.
I think Extra did point it out too, where it's like it was probably a mistake from his part. Ooh, it's the
Oh,
wild swing. The Dan is it the Dan crit sweep
yeah, that was
completely
the
destroys
Dankers.
Axel Bomber.
Exactly what I was saying, right? There's
Yeah,
the Axle Bomber, and normally it's a okay defensive tool, but into Dan, your sweep is 3 speed, so you just get no value out of it. You're like,
the minus speed screws you over so much against +1/+1 crits.
yep, that as well.
I was
So
like,
this might
just
be a pretty fast game.
it could
We'll
be. It's
see.
already a really bad start. Luckily, Axel has this busted boost.
What's it? I can't see the card super clearly. Is that
March of the
the
Wicked King.
yeah, strong boost for sure. But like,
Reload
yeah,
and
what
push.
range? I guess range three is where you want to be, right? Because Dan is weak at range three, to be fair. But
Ratio
even
is fine. Yeah,
so,
because you got. I mean, Axel has
yeah, like that's
whirlwind.
Axel's best range and Dan's weakest range. This is where you want to be standing, but Dan just has so many ways to get out of here. He can just move action if he has to, even.
Yeah. Thank God, March of the Wicked King is not cancelable. You know, it's
Oh god,
extremely strong.
yeah, that would be insane.
Yeah.
Any cancel boost that lets you draw cards is like immediately pretty interesting. This is a cancel boost that would get you to your favorite range and draw 4.
Yeah,
That
that's
would
why
be
Eno's hover dash is busted. Advance two,
yeah,
retreat two, draw two, cancel.
yeah. Yeah, I've been playing as Feathers, recently, and he's been making really good use of that card. Okay, yeah, Dan just walking in.
Range one.
Makes complete sense to me. Axel, again, very awkward spot for him here. He doesn't even have gauge to get out and do something. Dan can just follow him wherever he wants to be right now.
Yeah, Axel. A lot of Axel's strength is as soon as he gets one gauge, he could go woo, move, cancel, woo, move, cancel. But he can't even do that right now.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a really tough gauge game for Axel because you need to exceed to get rid of this weakness you have. You need the gauge to cancel to stop Dan from just standing here and murdering you. And you probably need the gauge for Sickle Storm as well to keep him off you. So,
When you're a snowball character that can't snowball, SMH. Okay, he gets a sweep.
okay, that's something.
Good start. I mean, good start to something.
Yeah.
Probably wants to keep it in range of one or put in range two. I guess is okay as well.
Yeah, range 2 makes sense, I think. Range 2, now, like, dives and stuff are threatening.
Gets rid of Psycho Haragoshi, which doesn't really matter.
To be
Peak is really
fair,
good, but the
yeah,
attack is
exactly.
sucks.
But the attack, yeah, yeah, yeah. This is a great range for Dan to wild swing, especially again into frontside Axel. He just doesn't have. He needs the grasp, and even that can lose. Um,
Axel,
so
Axel initiating a strike here, range two. Um,
I would expect this to be just the grasp, right? Force Dan to range 4. And it looks like looking at Dan's hand, he doesn't have much.
Lake Taunt.
Oh, right.
Lake
Yeah,
Taunt's
you
a good
can afford
response
life
here.
taunt. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
If you can afford it, that'll do it. This is what we're saying about the good anti-zoning. The Zero zoner like taunt probably just beats anything you do. I mean, to be fair, if you're not a zoner, like taunt also might just beat everything you do. But
You mean like Lake Taunt winning a strike? Impossible. It
yeah, no
wins all the
way.
time.
Yep.
Yeah,
There's
he
the
just
strike.
spikes in
Collects his
response.
damage. Yep. What did Axel actually play? It was the
The whirlwind, the push one, draw
uh,
one, 2 3 3 6.
yep, makes sense. I mean, makes a lot of sense on the grasp, but presumably he just didn't have the grasp and it still does something.
Yeah. Psycho Glory.
Yep, makes sense to me. This is the mark of a good Dan player, IMO. He's at range 2, he has this card in hand but has no idea what's on top of his deck. He does not just head empty go for it because it can go really badly wrong when you do.
And
Psychic
good thing
Glory,
he
on
did
the other
go
hand,
for it because
great use.
the end of turn draw was cross. So thank God he didn't cross out.
Well, if he went for the Psycho Haragoshi, right,
Yeah.
he'd still hit for 3, and he wouldn't cross out, but it would just be 3 damage. It's like not impressive. Okay.
Oh, okay. Wall swing sweep. It's fine. Well,
Yeah,
actually, he can cross out and go back in with Danku, so actually it's totally fine.
yeah,
Just decides to go to range one anyway.
yeah. That's again. He's probably preserving the
It's like
Psycho
glory.
Glory. Yeah, because the Denku is good, but you're probably not going to have the Psycho Glory after you initiate with it. Whereas the Cross-In keeps it live, keeps you at range 1. All right,
Here we
Axel
go.
trying to do some nonsense.
He's trying to worm his way out, weasel his way out, like he likes to
Yeah,
do, and then strike.
I'd like to see a block here. I think this is probably again like a snail or something. Just okay, focus works just as well.
It's a good thing he's getting some slows from top to preserve it because he's not stunned.
Yep. And probably just see him come in again. Probably it's an interesting question if you go for the cross or the Dankyaku, but I like the cross because Axel's cornered, right? So Dankyaku actually hits right now.
This is an okay position against Axel. He's not like able to sufficiently claw his way out, except he has March of the Wicked King, which is busted.
Yeah. To be fair, that was a good range for Axel to use Grasp also, but like you just have to tax Axel's Grasp. He only has 2 of them. They're the best card in his deck. You need to make him spend them.
Just like grasping the best card in News deck. What a surprise. Friggin' zoners.
Yeah. Alright, so here we are at range 5, but Dankyu still hits here if Dan wants to go for it. I probably wouldn't. I might want to just boost Dankyu and get in again.
Oh yeah, it has the advanced 3 key charge, right? Or you can move 3
Yeah,
key charge.
move free key charge, yep. But what is going on from Axel's side? Looks like he
Plus
canceled
1
and did
speed,
some.
cancel strike. He has
Okay.
the plus
Yep.
1 speed now, advanced retreat 1. Tactical.
Does Dankyu actually lose here? What does Axel have at this range? I mean, I guess it could be just the 5 speed, the sickle flat. But
Okay.
other than that, Dankyu seems pretty decent as a response. So if you're willing to call that out,
Yeah, he could big block or Danku is like the mix up here.
yeah,
Because Axel can play Dust. Or just like a slow.
Yeah, this is like the ideal dust range for Axel range 5 because like even if Dan Danku right dust still hits.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
so kind of a tough call. I'd rather see the block because even if you lose to the same dust, you have the Danku to get yourself back in with the boost.
yeah, the
Okay, but
block is
it's just a
good.
sickle flash anyway, so that's good.
6 speed sickle flash to beat Deadku, and now Dad's at range 6, so he has to come in.
Yep. And if he comes in with Danku, he'll actually have Haugadoken Life, which is pretty relevant. Okay, but just chooses to come in this way instead. That's interesting. Dan's Ultras do kind of get stuck in hand, so it's not crazy.
Yeah,
But I
sometimes
probably
you
would have
can't play
gone for
him.
the Danku.
They're all
Yeah.
like 3 gauge except for like taunt.
Yeah, but like Danku would have given you the third gauge, and Haugadoken is the type of card that's going to be amazing against Axel. So I would have leaned that way, but I don't think this is a crazy decision. Of course, this makes sense as well. Like, oh yeah, saves your taunt for leg taunt.
Yeah, he's gonna get it. This guy Dan's gonna win another strike here with like that.
What's Axel's health total? I see it dance at 18.
uh,
Uh,
Axel's at 12, so Dan's doing
okay.
pretty well.
Yeah, so leg taunt and like one or two more strikes, and that's the game. Dan's hand is not really suited for striking right now, though. So maybe he just wild swings. This is again his like his favored range, but we haven't seen, I think, any of the grass come out. So Axel's probably also pretty happy here right now.
Yeah,
Um,
Axel doesn't have the speed penalty anymore.
yeah, but he does have the Psycho Glory, which he has managed to preserve. So it would be nice to get some value out of it. I like the wild swing. I think just force him to have. Well, depends how many focuses and Koryukins are left, because you do want some kind of mix up into the grasp.
Just perhaps
Yeah, that's fair as well.
plays more conservative.
Yeah. I guess losing to Grasp on Axel's turn is also a lot better than losing to Grasp on your turn.
Yeah, make him do on his turn so you have a response. Oh, you see my Discord message on top left because I fucking overslept. I still have jet lag because I went to Malaysia for like 2 weeks.
Ah,
Yeah. Okay, so Axel, he's full power right now. He's exceeded, but he's cannot cancel, which is pretty important. I think that's something to keep in mind when you play Guilty Gear characters. Is when you decide to flip, do
yep.
you have gauge left over? Like if
Depends
you,
on the character, but for the vast majority, I'd love to preserve a gauge before flipping.
yeah, because like he could have done some advanced tree into some bullshit right now if he had a gauge, but he doesn't.
Yep.
So now
On
Dan
the other
has,
hand, I can see the argument that like Dan is in your face. You do need to get rid of your weakness as fast as possible. So it is definitely a trade-off. But just the
yeah,
choice you've made means you don't have that instant punish, which happens.
he did
Okay.
get any value of the retreat out the kicker as well.
So
He
this is
parries
a
the
parry.
grasp.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. Yep, yep, yep.
That's pretty
That's
smart.
correct. Correct anti-axle play, in my opinion.
Parry grasp. Even read grasp if you think that he likes to hold on to it so much.
Yep. I don't personally go for the read because I assume if Axel has the grasp, he'll just have already played it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it stays in his hand very long. But like, if the actually opponent does want to be more conservative, yep, another good option. Okay.
I mean,
It
Dan
would.
can pretty much be a. I mean, Dan can be like a decent turtle character as well, and he could just wait for the opponent to do something and just leg taunt it wherever they do.
Yeah, especially with Axel again, like you said, not having that many stat boosts. Axel does need plus speed to threaten any like taunt with anything. He needs the 4 speed spike.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And Axel's lack of stats does play a big deal here. Like Dan is just playing the slow game right now. Like he doesn't have to initiate anything. He's not,
Yep.
he's got the life lead too. All
It
right, he
is
boosts.
interesting playing, yeah, playing like a tempo older season character into season 6 or season 7. Even like you are theoretically the tempo because that's what your character did at the time it was created, but because of season 1 through 5 boosts, you might also have set play. It kind of interesting asymmetric thing going on.
Hmm. Yeah, season 6 and 7 are good at disrupting set play by just doing stuff on their turn.
Yep,
And but by default, like older seasons have stronger boosts because they have freaking lights.
yep.
Light, fierce, even defend is really good. Ooh, Axel the Shade EX here. Is this telegraphed? I don't know.
Probably, I mean, at this point, there's got to be only a few options, but yeah, I haven't been following closely enough to say what they are. It can't be any of the ultras. At range 3, what would
EX
he
Sickle
want to
Flash.
EX? Yeah, it could be, but and that doesn't even seem that crazy because maybe he's worried about like EX Assault, um, but or crit Assault. Like if you're going to initiate Cycle Flash at this range, there is an argument that you should initiate it with the EX.
Looks like it could be EX Sickle Flash or even EX Dive here. If
Yeah,
it was
if
a
I'm
dive,
Axel though, I
then
don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to go back into the corner. Mm. So yeah, I think
Dan
Cycle Flash.
you might have Danku to call EX Dive, I think.
Oh, if
Does it
this works.
it
No,
works?
that doesn't work because Axel Dive has bonus range.
Oh
That's
fuck, you're right.
yeah, I always forget that. Yeah, that's rough.
Okay,
Um,
yeah. So Dan still loses the strike.
yeah, it takes 6. Life totals are even, loses the Psycho Glory. I still favor Dan. He's got more resources. He does have like the innate advantages in this matchup we were talking about, but that makes it a lot closer than it was a moment ago.
Yeah, I think he still had to put a card on top of his deck, so he put the assault on top of his deck. So you do at least get that off still.
Oh,
If you
that yeah, that's actually great. Yeah, if you don't, but but Axel probably has the grasp, right? You have to make
second
that
grasp,
call. Yeah,
crit
if he
assault.
doesn't have the grasp, this crit assault is excellent, and you should do it. The question is just, do you want to take that risk? Looks like Dan does.
Yeah, he's just going for it.
Yep, don't blame him. Like if this lands, right, Axel's at 7 now, and that leg taunt probably could just end up. Okay, that's
Axel
a pretty good
Bomber,
response. Yeah, because
skill
he'll have steal
advantage.
back. Yeah. But Dan does trade up, which is always nice.
Hmm. And Axel still has to spend a gauge to
Yep.
not. Yeah.
Also, see, Axel, he does have Sickle Flash, but which he does still have a few copies of. But like something you notice about like Happy Chaos is he doesn't actually have that many ways to retreat with the Season 7 boost. He needs specifically his Ultra boost, or in Axel's case, he needs specifically Sickle Flash.
Hmm. Yeah, it's part of. It's something I noticed too. Yeah, no retreat boost in season 7 because Guilty Gear is supposed to be aggressive walk forward fighting game.
Yep. That said, there are 2 Sickle Flashes left, as we were just talking about, so it would not surprise me to see that boosted and Axel get away. But even then, you lose to the Leg Taunt. Dan has his ticket in Leg Taunt Dive.
Yeah,
Um,
Lecton is effectively range. Is it advance up the tree?
Advance up to 3, yeah,
Oh my
so
god, that card is so
Dan
stupid.
can hit you at range 7.
Yeah,
Dan can hit you at range 8 if he wants to Leg Taunt DanQ, but he
yeah.
probably doesn't.
Jesus. Yeah. No, you're nowhere. You're not safe from Dan, no matter where you are. I mean,
Yep.
he's boosting Fierce. I mean, as long as he got Lecton on deck. Honestly, oh, okay, he moves 4.
Fierce is a little weird because it doesn't work with Leg Taunt. It says it's +2 power, it's not your attacks have +2 power, so it doesn't apply to the bonus attack. So
Wait, it doesn't apply to the bonus attack to plus 2 power?
yeah, no, it only applies to Leg Taunt, which is power NA. So there's a little
Oh,
anti-synergy there, but
I did not know that. Really? Huh. Okay.
yeah,
It's not, I thought it's because it's a passive plus 2 power that you just have it on your bonus
yeah.
attack.
Apparently, it's a shorthand for your attack singular has +2 power, and we just don't write that out because it almost never matters.
Oh, well, looks like he's probably going to end the game with a Legton 7 power spike, which technically is illegal, but yeah,
Yeah.
because he just is Psycho Vision and he's striking Legton to end the game.
Mm.
And I don't think Axel has any crosses, so can't get out of the way.
Yeah, I think we saw both the crosses go down.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, I don't know. Does Axel have anything he could theoretically do about this? I really don't think so. I think he just gets hit no matter what he
No
has in
matter
his
what,
hand.
yeah.
Yeah.
Your block is useless, futile. And yeah, it looks like, yeah, I guess like you said, spikes will be 5 power, but they counted it as 7 because, oh, or not?
Oh, they know the rules.
Or they don't. Okay. Well,
Okay.
I mean, I
Oh,
didn't
well.
know, so that's fine.
Yeah, no, that's a very niche rule, and it only comes up for like Dan, Zolt, and maybe Kokonoe.
Oh yeah,
And
you're
most of
right.
Kokonoe stuff have your attacks printed on them, so it actually does like her
Oh,
her her graviton itself does say your attacks.
oh, really? It says attacks plural. Okay.
Yeah, so you can use the graviton with the extra attack.
Oh, that's
And
why.
Zolt doesn't care, right? Because his extra attacks are limited to 1 damage anyway. It's just Dan and Kokonoe that care.
Yeah, I guess does Zol specifically say your attacks do 1 damage max, right?
Yeah, he does.
It's
Yep.
just
So he
to
doesn't.
just so that
It never
you
comes
know
up.
just so that yeah, if Zol has it just clarified that if Zol has Fierce boost, so he doesn't get 3 damage additional attacks.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I think that's still like
Yeah, that seems like a. Yeah, I mean, up for the tournament organizer to decide what he wants to do with it, but that seems like a pretty conclusive game to me anyway, despite
yeah.
the error at the end.
I don't think Axel could do much against the Spike from downtown. I mean, it's like I mean, even without the +2 power, he won't die, but like he's at 2 HP, so it's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And looks like yeah, Extra wins 2-0. Ken beats Sagat, and Dan beats Axel. Nice.
Yeah, fun games. I was happy to see a Dan do well. I hope Extra will keep playing Dan in the tournament. I'm very excited that I've seen a Dan and a Rachel player other than me in this tournament already, and I wasn't expecting us to have either.
Nice. Are you planning to play Dan in your matches? Maybe.
I am not. My current plan is to play like Cammy, Rachel, Polar Knight, but I might pull out the Lene or the Dan or Enchantress if I have to.
Ooh, nice. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to if you bring out the Linnae, just because I think Linnae is slept on and extremely powerful.
I think people kind of have learned since the last tournament that, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, those are some good games, and yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and thanks for joining me, Rose, on the co-commentary.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, until next time, you guys, take care.
Take care.